Hey, what's up, everyone? How you guys and gals doing today? Thanks for coming out to my crazy live stream. I hope everybody's doing awesome. I see we got Brandon. What's up, buddy? I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you. Thank you for coming out. You guys are amazing. So we got a question and answer for everybody today. So if you got questions, maybe, just maybe, we got some answers. Alright, where's the thing I need? The be back soon screen. Have I lost it? Starting soon, ending, be back. There we go. Alright. Alright. I think we're up. We are ready to rock and roll. Camera should be good enough. And we are live. We are live. K-Fed, what's up, man? King Dark, hello. Emilio, what's up, buddy? Rassam, what's up, my man? How are you guys doing today? Jay Kuzer, Guffy, what's up? Denial, what's up, buddy? Awesome to see ya. Is there any pilot module or a skill that will extend the weapon's range? Well, the Hades pilot will make his built-in weapon do a little more range. But besides that, I don't think so. I mean, there are some pilots that have something to do with long-range weapons, but I don't think there's anything that specifically gives a weapon more range other than that Hades pilot skill. At least not that I can remember. Is Ocho worth upgrading? I would say yes. I mean, Ocho is still a really good robot. You do got to play it a little more carefully than you used to. It's not the crazy tank that it used to be. But if you know how to play an Ocho, it's still very good. I'm seeing a lot of really high-end players still playing Ochos, so yes, it's still pretty darn good. Still really good, actually. Make dynamic. Very good, actually. Not everybody loves it, but it's a good deal. I like the Ocho still. It's a lot of fun. I mean, you do kind of got to learn how to play it. Just like anything else, you can't expect it to be perfect, but if you play it well and you build it well, it'll do well for you. Adaku says, returning after a long time, and I got Dagon, Skyros, Ocho, Leech in the... You know what? Those are all fine. Those are all fine. Leech is a little hard to play, but you know, you can do well with a Leech. It's not easy, but you can. I know a lot of people that play that. I've been seeing more and more Leeches lately, so people are seeming to like them again. Or maybe somebody made a video about one. I'm not 100% sure. EHM. So M, what's up, buddy? How you doing today? It says something about piggybacking. I'm not sure what that means exactly. Masaku, hello, hello. Nice to see ya. Your birthday is near, and as I grow older, it sucks. Yeah, you know, birthdays. I don't like birthdays either. Some people do, but I'm not a big fan. Birthdays just mean you're getting old nowadays. But it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. I'm not a big fan of birthdays, but some people like them. Alright, so Dagon set up with 3 Scalds and 3 Keysphos do ultimate blast effect, unlimited blast effect. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of blast. Dagon's a pretty crazy robot. Can I let them... Alright, can I let Pixonic know not to do the module rework? Well, unfortunately, I don't have control over what they do or anything like that, but they know that none of us really care for the idea. What they do with that, you know, we don't have any control over it, but we shall see how it goes. That's all I can say. They know we don't really like it. Hopefully they take that and do something good with it. You know what I mean? We'll find out eventually. What drone to put on your Typhon? Igniter and 3 Punisher T's. So you're trying to play it at close range? I would say the Hawkeye, the Shy Drone, or the Pascal all seem to be doing pretty well for close range stuff. I mean, the Shy and the Pascal aren't as good as they used to be, but I'm still playing them and they're still doing well. But I think all 3 of those are really good for close range stuff. Now, the only problem though is that robot in general is a little bit squishy. I would try to play that from very far back, honestly. For me, that robot's just a little bit too squishy, but you can definitely play it. It's really squishy in my opinion, but that's just my opinion, so I don't know. I don't like to play him up close, but you can. I don't have a lot of luck with the Typhon these days, unfortunately, but some people still play it. But as far as Titan destroying, there's no real drone that's going to help you destroy Titans. That's the thing. I mean, There's not really anything in the game, in my opinion, that's really good for taking out Titans. I mean, you got a couple of robots that have an ability that might deal extra damage to Titans or something like that, like the Condor or the Hawk or the Fafnir, but even those, in my opinion, really aren't Titan killers at the moment, so... Alright, so what's the best robot you can build right now? There's really not a best, but there's a lot of good ones. I mean, Phantom is good and fun. Now this one's hard to play, but if you can get the hang of playing the Ravana, that's a really good robot, but it's very hard to play. Fafnir, not Fafnir, I'm sorry, Fenrir. If you build a Fenrir and you build it right, that robot's pretty good. If you build a Revenant and you build it right, that one's really good. Skyros, if you like rolling around in the ball all day, is pretty good. If you build a Mender right, I'm going to be doing a Mender video tomorrow. I just recorded a bunch of Mender gameplay, so... If you can get a super duper healing build for your Mender, it turns into a beast. That Mender build of mine is just a beast. I can't remember who was requesting that I made a Mender build, but somebody asked me to try and make a meta Mender, so I said, alright, we're going to go ahead and do it, and it worked. It worked, so tomorrow you guys will see that crazy Mender build. It's insane. I do think what I have on it is the key to making it good, though. So I think you do need the right build for that. King Dark says, is the Heimdall worth to upgrade? Yes. I mean, you're not going to be able to beat a Mauler with it. Probably not. But you might be able to beat a Luchador with it. You might be able to beat a Rook if you outplay them. You're not going to be able to beat a Condor with it because the Condor is destroying everything. But it's a good Titan, right? In my opinion, it's really designed to be a mid-range fighting support. So if you play it right, it's really good. Not everybody's going to love it. It's not going to be everybody's favorite, but I think it's quite nice. It's a great Titan in my opinion. I mean, it's not as good as the Luchador. It's not as good as the Mauler, but I like it a lot. I mean, it's kind of my new go-to Titan for solo gameplay. If I go into Champion League squads with my clan, I'm probably going to put my Mauler in. But when I'm playing solos and duos, the majority of the time, I'm going to be throwing my Heimdall in there right now just because I really enjoy playing it. It may not be the best for competitive gameplay, but it's actually really good overall. Suan reached level 27 yesterday, and I got access to drones. Alright, so tier 3 drones. You can buy the whiteout, which is really good. The whiteout's a really nice tier 3 drone. I'm trying to think, is there anything else in tier 3 worth getting? Whiteout's quite nice. I mean, it's only really good on robots that you're playing up close. What else is a good tier 3 drone? I don't really think there's not a lot. Let me log on to the game really quick and look through the drones. I can't recall anything else on tier 3 that I would run, but I'll look. I might be forgetting about something. Am I gaming on PC? Yeah, normally I play on a Android emulator. Just says Duck did a 24 million damage game, 24 kills. 1 versus 4, 3 Titans, 1 Raptor. 24 is not bad. Oh man, that thing's making noise. It's not easy to hit 24 million damage, that's for sure. Is my leg itching? I don't think so. Why? My leg itching. I don't understand. Dark Matter, what's up, buddy? How you been doing? Good to see ya. Hope all is going well. Guppy said it's very powerful to put 2 Anguishers and 2 Runers on a Newton. You know, I never have any luck with the Newton. I think I clicked on the wrong thing. Every time I play the Newton, somebody blows it up really quick, so I don't really know what's good on a Newton, honestly. I hate that robot right now. Handheld devices or gamepads. Yeah, I got an old Fly Digi game controller. They don't make it anymore. I think there's a newer version, but it's really expensive. It looks like there's a new update on War Robots today. I don't know what it is, but looks like I have to uninstall the update. Yeah, Fly Digi makes some really cool game controllers for your Android phones. And you can map the keys and everything. They're awesome, but when I bought mine, it was like, what, $60? Now I think they're like $120 for the new version, so... which is kind of crazy. Kind of expensive. Best drone for Fenrir. I would say, alright, so right now I think on a tank, you're going to run the Hawkeye, you're going to run a Shy or a Pascal. Those are the 3 best tank drones, in my opinion. I would be happy with either one. I mean, the Shy and the Pascal aren't as good because they just got rebalanced, but, you know, I was actually thinking, alright, I'm going to have to stop using these drones, but actually, I'm using them and they work, so they didn't get nerfed like I thought they were going to, which is good. Bro Gaming, what's up, bud? Nice to see ya. Can you join my team? If you're asking about joining my clan, you would have to talk to our clan leader. He does the recruiting, but we take Champion League players. I don't know. Grady, are you here? Someone might want to join. Angler with Aramis. I haven't tried it. I would assume that would be good, though. I mean, Angler is a really good robot. I like the Angler. I mean, the Angler is really good, actually. How do you get the new Titan? You gotta buy data pads, basically. Buy data pads and pull it out of the data pads is how you get the new stuff. Ultimate Minos is going to be pretty sweet, I would say, just. I mean, I don't know for sure because we haven't got to play it live, but I mean, the regular Minos is a good Titan, so I would assume the Ultimate Minos is going to be crazy. But I haven't been able to get onto the test server. I can't get it to work. It keeps telling me there's a new version available when there's not, and it takes me to the hockey app, so I haven't been able to get on the test server for a couple of weeks, which sucks, so I haven't got to try out the new stuff. I don't know why, but normally when I get that problem, it's a big old pain in the butt. How to get ultimate bots. Basically leaderboards, right? You got to do the leaderboards to get the ultimate robots and weapons. It's kind of hard to do that without spending any money. If you buy a bunch of operations passes continually, you might be able to get a couple of the ultimate data pads that give you the ultimate weapons or robots, but you're not going to be able to get the ultimate stuff without spending money. You got to buy some of those, you got to do whatever it is the leaderboards require in order to do that. Alright, tier 3 drones. I'm finally onto the game. Let me see what drones are tier 3 that are actually good. Alright, so Whiteout. Well, Persephone's not what I would call great, but it's decent because it heals you and heals your teammates. So you got the Persephone, which is okay, and then you have the Whiteout, which is really good. I mean, the Nebula is okay, but it's not something I would really invest my resources into. I don't see anything else. I would have said Ironhearth before only if you were running certain robots, but right now the Ironhearth, I don't know if it's a bug and it's not working or if they did something to it because it doesn't seem to be doing what it used to do when I played on my Revenant, but Persephone is okay and Whiteout's pretty nice. But there's not a lot of choices for tier 3 drones, unfortunately. Most of the drones appear to be tier 4. And even some of the tier 4 ones aren't that good at the moment. I mean, some of them are, some of them aren't. But yeah, the majority of drones are tier 4 drones. So I would probably invest in a couple of whiteouts. Even if you outgrow those and move on, there's going to be some robots here and there where you still may want to run a whiteout. Like, I don't mind running a whiteout on the Scorpion because he's going to teleport. And I mean, there's just certain robots that whiteout is good on, but it's not going to be your best. What's up, Jamil? Can I do a brand new account walkthrough series? You know, that's pretty hard to do without having a brand new account, and I kind of tried to do something like that before, and it was a mess. It didn't turn out well. So my new account is no longer a new account, and yeah, I tried to do that, and there was too much going on. I don't know. It didn't work out for me. My video for that failed on the new account, and now it's in Silver League. So Sweden said I got 76 microchips. So here's the problem. It takes about 1,000 microchips to level up a tier 4 drone. And I think like, 600 or 700 or something to level up a tier 3 drone. I can't remember, but it's unfortunately expensive to level up drones. Jamil says Bendy Newton was actually great. Then the Bendy nerf happened. I don't know, Newton, I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I can't play that thing without crying. Alright, so Masakul, you gotta have a little patience, my man. He says, should I build a Scorpion or a Revenant? Which one's better? Well, Scorpion's an assassin, Revenant's a tank. They're both good, they're both different. It depends on if you want an assassin or want a tank, right? I mean, personally, I like the Revenant better because I like to play tanks. But if you just want something that can teleport in, strike, and leave, the Scorpion's really cool. So it just depends. I mean, they're both very different playing styles. It just depends on what you want. I think you should have both. Build both if you can. I like playing the Scorpion a lot. I don't play it all the time, but I do take it in there and play it the heck out of it from time to time. But right now, the Revenant's something I could probably leave in my hangar all the time. So if you like tanks, build a Revenant first, and then maybe build a Scorpion afterwards. Jamil says a Dangler with OG ice rockets is pretty good right now. The OG ice rockets are great at the moment, so I can totally see that being amazing. But yeah, and I wish my guide would have it turned out so bad I scrapped it. There was just too much footage, and I was trying to edit it down to this little video. It was that's one of those things where you'd almost need to pay like a professional editor to put it together for you, because I'm not, I guess I'm not that good at editing, unfortunately. There was just too much. The developer should look into what? What should they look into? Hey, what's up, Echo? Echo! How you doing today? Swan says, my Fenrir has a Subduer, Corrupted Scotty, and Puncher T, and it's a beast. Yeah, you know, I would probably get rid of the Scotty and put another Punisher T on there, honestly. I think you would be better off having the two matching medium weapons. And the Punisher Ts are easy to get and easy to upgrade. The problem with the Scotty, you got a lot of damage, but man, the reload time is awful. So right now you got 3 different weapons that have all kinds of crazy reloads. That's going to be hard to work together with all that. So I would say a Subduer and 2 Punisher Ts would probably be a little bit easier to play. But I mean, if it's working for you, go for it, right? If it's working, go for it. That's just my opinion. Jamil says, Iron Hearth is no longer a permanent defense. Yeah, I think that's why it sucks now. It used to be a permanent deal. Now I think there's a cooldown and it only works for so long. So I think I don't know when they nerfed the Iron Hearth. I don't remember them changing it, but at some point, maybe it was on the last update, but the Iron Hearth isn't what it used to be, unfortunately. Andrew, yeah, this is old school. This is an old live stream from like 4 years ago. What I've done for the question and answers is I just go through and I download a few of my older live streams just so you guys have something to watch. Will, you know, it'd be better than just staring at my ugly face for a couple hours. Guffy says, I use 1 Avenger and 2 Punisher Ts on Fenrir in Masters League, and it's very good. Using Ultimate Edition Storm and Igniter Athos on Fenrir is very powerful. Yeah, you know, I'd imagine the Ultimate Edition Storm is going to be really good. I haven't got to try it out, but I bet it's going to be crazy. Ultimate Igniters are very nice for sure. You want to see a World Championship event? That would be interesting. It would probably be full of hackers. It would be a battle of the hackers is what that would turn out to be. So I don't know. I'm not really sure how well the anti-cheat is working. I know they got it on the PC to be tested out, and I'm hearing reports about people are still finding a way to bypass it and hack the game. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if it's working out or not, which kind of sucks. But it sounds like maybe the anti-cheat's not really working great. But it is what it is, I suppose. I don't know. I hope they get that working really well. That's all I can say. I hope they get it working really, really well, because nobody, and I mean nobody, likes no crappy anti-cheat. I can tell you that right now. Wait, I said that wrong. Nobody likes no hackers. Oh my god, I messed up. I messed up and I said it very, very wrong. So don't quote me on that, okay? Don't quote me on that one, because... Alright, so Bag Layer Reaper with a Solar Drone. Honestly, I think I would rather play the Prismas on there. If you ran that with Prismas over Reapers, I think it would be way better. Because the Prismas have a faster reload and they're hitting really, really, really hard. Now those sniper weapons, don't get me wrong, the sniper weapons are good, but the problem with those sniper weapons is they have a really long reload time. They're fine, you know, that's a good setup, but if you happen to have the Prismas laying around, try those instead and see which one you like better. But I think either one would be nice if you're trying to snipe. Hey, Gokudo, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I remember you. Why does the game look so old? Because this is old game footage, my man. This is very old game footage. Why doesn't Warrobots sponsor me for a world tour? What is a world tour? Like, I am not going to be touring the world, I will tell you that. You're not getting me on one of them aeroplanes. No, thank you. I don't know what a world tour would be, but I don't like the sound of it. No death trap flying box with wings for me, thank you. No. Guffy, I did see the new weapons. Like I was saying a minute ago, I can't get on the test server, unfortunately, but I did see them. Looks pretty crazy, actually. Dark says the Iron Hearth was nerfed from the drone. Was it that long ago? Because, I don't remember it being that long ago, but it very well could have been. Actually, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't remember it being that long ago, but hey, if it was that long ago, then it was that long ago. Hosted in Dubai Esports Arena. A live event. I don't know. I mean, I don't think Pixonic really does stuff like that. I have no interest. Like, I'm not really a person who likes to compete or enter contests or anything like that. I like to play the game because it's fun. You start getting too competitive and entering and stuff. That starts sucking the fun out of playing, in my opinion. At that point, you're not playing because it's fun. You're playing because you're... I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense, but all that takes the fun out of gaming, in my opinion. Tournaments would be stressful. You got to worry about winning, coming on top, yada, yada. I don't like it. All right, you only got 4 slots. And the good news is eventually, if you keep building stuff, you will unlock all 6 slots. And first off, don't do the 3-day builds, right? Do the 1-day builds. They're cheaper and they go faster. If you do 3 days, they charge you more and they take longer because Pixonic says it's more convenient compared to doing the 1 day. So the 1 day is actually your best bet. I would have thought it would have been the other way. But collab with Dennis Fox. I don't really collab with anybody. I've done it in the past and it's always just been, you know, There's reasons I don't really collab with people anymore. I'm not going to really collab with people anymore just because people, I find that whoever you're collaborating with might do it for a little while or they become really unreliable. It's just been collabing with people. Epic, what's up, man? Wait, you can turn off the anti-cheat. Epic, please explain, buddy. They give you an option to turn it off? This might be something you need to tell me about in detail. Maybe not so much on the live stream. Send me some screenshots of that on Discord, Epic. I don't think you should be able to turn this off. I wonder if Pixonic knows you can turn it off. Huh. This may be something they already know about, but if not, we might need to bring this to their attention because I don't think it's supposed to do that. What's up, AZ? How you doing today? You think the Halloween update Seeker drone is going to be meta? I don't know. I haven't heard anything much about a Halloween deal. You may have found out something I haven't yet, but are they doing something special for Halloween? Yeah, Epic, I'm gonna... Yeah, I'll try and get a hold of you a little later and see what's going on, because that shouldn't happen. Midnight, what's up, my man? Dark says, what build should I use on Ultimate Aljun, Nuclear, Glacier, or Redeemers? Ah, man. I like the Redeemers best. Glaciers are really good. I think if you're kind of moving quickly, it's hard to hit your target with the Glaciers because you kind of got to lead ahead a little bit. Nucleons are really good, but man, I'm going to tell you what. When I play Ultimate Aljun, I throw the Redeemers on it almost every time just because that's what we used to run back in the day. Redeemers or the Redeemers are the old DOT weapon, were the two things we ran back in the day. Whatever the old DOT weapon's called. But the Redeemers are still top notch in my opinion. I like it. I like it a lot. Can you get a discount by using the codes? So the codes don't actually give you a discount, but just in general, like depending on what country you're from or whatever, you may find discounts compared to if you buy something on the web shop, depending on where you live, it may be cheaper for you than buying it in the game. So all the codes really do is support the creators. We remind people that the web shops exist, and if somebody uses our codes, then they give us like a small commission for people using our codes. So the codes don't give you a discount, they just support the creators. Yeah, the Vipers. We used to use the Vipers. And those are still super fun. Like if the Vipers didn't have a 10-second reload, I would still play those on the Al June. Some are selling cheats in Discord. Yeah, there's people selling cheats in Discord. There's YouTube channels selling cheats. There's people everywhere selling cheats, which sucks, but it is what it is, I suppose. I don't know how those channels don't get shut down. Like, it seems like that would be shut down, but somehow they keep running. Yin says, is my comment vanishing? I see that comment. Now, sometimes comments do disappear, but sometimes I miss comments as well. Would it be okay to put all 5 in your hangar with tanks? I mean, yes. I mean, if you're playing Team Deathmatch, that may not be your best bet, but if you're playing beacon games, tanks are good. Midnight, yeah, the avalanches are really good on the Baglier. If you like, if you got 4 avalanches, they're pretty darn good. I'm very impressed with them actually. They shoot for a really long time now, and they got a pretty fast reload, so they're doing great. Ah, 74 Hillbilly. What's up, bud? Been a while. Hope all is going well. Yeah, autoimmune diseases are no fun. I got that as well. And I don't get sick. My immune system attacks the crap out of my body. So I don't get sick because it's working so darn hard. It attacks everything. But I assume that's why I don't really get sick. They don't have me on any meds to suppress my immune system because they don't know exactly what I have. They tell me I got one of those really rare things that you can't diagnose easily. All they can see is by the blood work is that my immune system's attacking my body. They think I have stiff person syndrome, and there's really no treatment for that, I guess. It sucks, but autoimmune diseases are terrible, man. I'm sorry you have to go through that as well. It's no fun. Dion, how are you doing today? He says PC and mobile shouldn't compete in the tournaments. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I think the PC players might have a very, very, very small advantage over mobile, but I mean, I had no problem playing War Robots on mobile whatsoever until I started getting like I got so many tendon problems in my hand, they log up on me and I get really bad trigger finger. Like my thumbs will get stuck like this for months if I play on my phone now. So I can't play games on my phone anymore without my thumb locking up on me. So now I pretty much have to play on the keyboard and mouse all the time. But if when I first switched from my phone to playing on the keyboard and mouse, I actually thought I did better on my phone. So I don't really feel like you get that much of an advantage going from a PC to a phone, unless you're running a piece of crap phone that has a bad processor. You know, if you're running some $99 budget phone, it's going to struggle to play this game well. But like, my phone actually runs the game better than my emulator does. But I will say this much, if you're playing on Steam, like if you play on Steam versus play on Android, Steam does run smoother. Steam does run a lot smoother than the best Android phone will run this game. So I guess if you're playing on Steam, you might have a little bit of an advantage. But just going from the phone to the mouse and keyboard, I don't really think you get much advantage. But yeah, I do think Steam players may have an advantage because the game runs better, at least from what I can tell. Yeah, so Gokudo, they did give us some currency to level up drones after the drone rework. Now the thing is, some people were happy with what they got, some people were not. No, it's not Lupus. They thought I had Lupus Dark because I've got really high ANA titer, which is normally means you have lupus, right? My monocytes were sky high, and I had really high ANA titer in my blood work, and they said, oh, you just tested positive for lupus, but they said we have to bring you in for more tests to confirm that it's actually lupus. And they ran specific tests for lupus, and they said, no, it's not that. So it's not lupus. Daniel Sykes, what's up, man? Yeah, they will give you stuff, but I don't know if you're going to like what you get or not. That's the thing. Prisma or Gauss on the Bagalier? I would go with the Prismas, honestly. The Prismas are awesome. Epic, you're playing Prismas on that, right? I've tried both. They're both really, really good, but I like the Prismas better. They got a much faster reload time, more sustained damage. Dark, yeah, it does suck, for sure. Sucks big time. Alright, Joshua says, my phone gets hot and burns my robot movement fingers. Oh, man. Are you on like Discord and playing the game at the same time? I mean, if your phone's getting that hot, that's not a good sign, actually. If your phone's getting that hot, I wouldn't try and be on like Discord and the game at the same time, because that's probably going to make it worse. What is an F@P account, Ian? I mean, if you're trying to do Beacon Rush, you basically want to find a bunch of Durabots. The thing is, you want durability and damage for beacon games, right? You need to be able to take beacons from the enemy. You need to be able to protect your beacons from the enemy. So what you want is a lot of durability. I mean, the other day I was playing five Fenrir's in a hangar, and it was doing really, 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 really good on beacon games. Now, playing 5 of the same robots boring, but I don't remember if I think I did that on a live stream, didn't I? I don't know if it was a video or a live stream, but I played 5 Fenrir's, and it was surprisingly good, like way better than I thought it would be. Chronic Epstein-Barr just knocks you down. Hillbilly, I'm not really sure what that is. Epstein-Barr? What is that? Is that, whatever it is, man, I'm sorry you have to deal with it. Epstein-Barr. Is that like a medicine, or is that something to do with your autoimmune disorder? They're not fun, I'll tell you that. Midnight says, I can't stand the lag. I get killed without being able to defend myself. Yeah, the lag sucks. The game isn't as bad as it was, but there's still a lot of lag on some games. Guffy, the problem with these sonic weapons on the Condor, those weapons are just, those weapons outperform everything in the game by a lot. Like, there's nothing in the game that's anywhere near as strong as those new sonic weapons. Those things are so overpowered. Alright, so Kudo says AD Gaming is yapping about War Robots. What do you think about it? I don't know what you mean exactly. He's yapping about War Robots? Yeah, I'm not really sure what you're referring to exactly, so I don't know what I think about it. But when it comes to like other YouTubers here and stuff, I mean, I'm not really here to share my opinion on other YouTubers, right? Like, I don't critique other YouTubers or really talk about what they're doing for the most part, because that's not my place, right? I mean, if you watch his videos, you either like them or you dislike them, and that's personal preference, but what about calling the Lynx the wheelchair? Why would you call the Condor a toilet seat? Why a toilet seat? Oh my god. Oh man. Yin says, well, what weapons you have? For what, my friend? Dark's looking forward to the Ultimate Minos and the Ultimate Squalls. Yeah, but Ultimate Squall and Luchador would be crazy. Oh, you're looking for a heavy weapon for the Fenrir. There's a lot of good heavy weapons, that's the thing. I don't know if you watched that video I made the other day where I did a heavy weapon shootout. I would check that out. I mean, a lot of those are weapons you can build in the workshop, but I mean, you could throw a Subduer on there, you could throw a Redeemer on there, you could throw a Glacier on there. You could throw... There's so many good weapons you could put on top of the Fenrir right now. I don't know what you actually have. What heavies do you have? Maybe that'll help me decide on telling you what to use. Guffy says, was this Devastator and Havoc powerful like the Condors? Pretty much. But the thing is, you had to be within 200 meters to use them, so they were a lot harder to use. I think those new weapons shouldn't have 500 meter range to be that powerful. Those should be more like a... those should be a lot quicker. Dennis Fox is the one that calls the toilet seat. I don't see how it looks like a toilet seat. I'll have to look at it again, but... the orange one at least. I don't know about the purple one. I haven't really looked at it too much. But the orange one doesn't really look like a toilet to me. Is the Raptor a hamburger? A hamburger? I don't know. I don't think I would eat it, so I would say probably not. You're building your first Smuda. Alright, so Smudas are nice, but I don't think they're one of the better weapons right now. They got a really long reload time, which is what kills them off. Personally, I think you might be better off building something else with a shorter reload time. One thing you want to look at is a lot of weapons will have a 3 to 5 second reload, right? Anything that's got like a 10, 12, 16, 24 second reload, that's kind of running into problems. So you want to make sure you look at the reload times on the things you're building. Like right now, they just nerfed those healing weapons and they got a 16-second reload, but they're still so powerful you can deal with it. But if they nerf the damage on those, which they probably will do, those will probably get nerfed again. They're probably not going to be good enough after they nerf the damage more. So we got a little while left before they kill those off, but I got a bad feeling once they nerf the damage with that reload, they're not going to be good anymore. But I do like the bendy bullets, except for the fact that it takes forever to reload those things. I mean, if you're playing it on like a Siren or a Harpy, where you're playing way in the back, that's okay. But for like beacon games, for an up-close brawler, you don't want to use a bendy bullet. Do I think the the special Shenmue looks like a futuristic trash bin? I don't know what the special edition one looks like. The regular one looks like a grasshopper. Special edition one, I don't I don't know what it looks like. I don't think I've been playing the special edition one, so I can't remember what it looks like, but it looks like the regular one looks like a grasshopper to me. LOL, hello, hello. Hillbilly says, Dark, I hope you don't have lupus. Yeah, that would not be good. Why did you say you think you did? If so, I definitely hope you don't either. It'd be no fun. We got Ren Deep. What's up, bud? Ludovic, what's up, bud? How do I get all the new stuff so fast? Alright, so bottom line is, like, I became part of Pixonic's mentor program, and there's also a War Robots YouTube creators program. So due to that, like, the couple of people in the mentors program and some of the people in the creators program get some perks and stuff for being in there, but just so we can make videos and showcase that and show you the guys, they do send us some of that stuff. So I have a Battlerec account, which is a separate account that they own that they let me play. So like if I don't have something on my account, I can log on to the account that they own and I can play all that stuff and then show you guys what it does, how it works, let you know if it's good or let you know if it sucks and all that stuff. So that's how I get that stuff so quickly, is because of the Battlerec account and being part of the mentors and YouTube creators program. Do I know what your name is? No, but I think you told me you're a typical gamer is your YouTube handle, but what your real name is, I'm not sure. Is it Jacob? I'm taking a guess. I don't know. Jacob? Ronnie? Ronald? I don't know. Yeah, these are old videos. On the question and answers, I don't play the game while answering questions, or I'd never be able to concentrate on the comments. Dark, if I were you though, I would probably get checked out because I think lupus is often hereditary, so I would start getting checked for that. Like next time you go to the doctor, I might mention, hey, my mom's got lupus. Any chance you could do a blood test and kind of check me out? Because it would be better to find out sooner than later if you did have it. I mean, just because your mom had it doesn't mean you'll get it, but there is a possibility. So I would definitely get checked out for it. I mean, with my autoimmune disease, like, I knew something was wrong with me when I was younger. But every time I would tell my doctor I have this going on, he would go, oh, you're too young to have those problems. That's the crap he would tell me. I'm not kidding. You're too young. And he would just ignore it and say, okay. You know, I would go to the doctor if I had a sinus infection or something. And I would always try to explain to them, like, hey, I got some weird stuff going on all the time. And he would always say, you're too young to have those problems. That's what he would tell me. He would never check it out. I knew something wasn't right, you know what I mean? But the doctor would ignore it. He would just always ignore it. What a jerk. You think the Shenmue is gay? I mean, I don't think robots are gay, my friend. Dion says, why is the creator program no longer accepting? I haven't heard that. I mean, there's a website for it, but where did you see it that they're not accepting, Dion? Like, you do have to have 500 subscribers, or it might be more. I heard they were going to change the qualifications. I don't know what the qualifications currently are, but You got to get X amount of views per month plus have enough subscribers to be in it. My giving away Howler weapons. Yeah, there's a small... On the video I made on Sunday, that's also like a small giveaway. Now, they posted the giveaway late, but I think I've got, what, 5 or 7 of those or something to give out. So on Monday's video, if you enter your player ID and platform, I'm going to be picking winners off of that. Alright, so if you got 10,500 keys, if you open those when there's the event that makes your super chest fill faster, there's a pretty good chance you might be able to fill it up. Let me see how many keys I have right now. I think I'm getting close to 10,000. Let's go look. I always forget how to get in there. So I currently have... That's not it. Hold on a second. Where's the... Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm an idiot. Never mind. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Oh! It used all my keys. I forgot the season just ended. So it gave me... It auto-opened all my keys. Never mind. I was going to say if I have 10,000, we'll go ahead and open them and see how far that fills the chest up. But you need somewhere between 10,000 and 15,000. I can't remember. I heard they might have upped it. But if you get that event where it fills up 40 or 50% faster or whatever, you don't need as many keys. But if you open them at the right time, you might be able to get one, yes. I can't really figure out how many you actually need now, but... Well, Danny, Daniel, I mean, basically... Alright, so, like, my name is Daniel, but people call me Dan or Danny, right? Generally, it's an abbreviation, like, just a short version. Just like Thomas, people call Thomas Tom, or might call him Tommy. Or, like, someone's name's Robert, for some reason they call him Bob. I don't know. So... I mean, I guess your parents could probably name you Dan, but I would say most people named Dan are probably named Daniel as their full name, I would think. I could be wrong or typical, but I don't know. Fernando, what's up? How you doing? And tell them I say hello as well. Midnight says, terrible doctor. I agree. Yeah, my autoimmune diseases didn't really mess with me too much until I got older. Like when I was younger, I could just, I had some issues. I always had back problems. I always had a lot of muscle pain. But it was manageable back then. I could walk, I could go out and I could do things. Now there's days I can barely get out of bed and walk. I mean, There's days where the autoimmune disease makes life unbearable. It sucks, man, when you can't do normal stuff. What do you mean by proper consoles, He says, how can we make a petition for Pixonic to get creators proper consoles? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Like a gaming console, like a PS5 or something? I don't understand what that means exactly. Yeah, Dion, I don't really know about... I think they also look at your content, right? If you got to be making the type of content they like. Like if you're just posting gameplay videos and you're not talking and you're not teaching anybody anything or whatever, they might not allow you in. So I think there's a lot of rules or if you're making what they consider low quality or low effort content, they may not allow you to come in. But they're looking for creators to make helpful, useful, informative content. Now, I don't know what type of content your buddies are making, but that's just something to think about. I mean, it could have something to do with that. I don't know for sure. But unfortunately, I don't really know much about how that runs or anything, right? I can't really tell you any more than what the website says. So if they apply and they're not getting in, I don't know. I can't really tell you why or anything like that. I don't really know much about it, unfortunately. Dark says, I hear lupus skips a generation. It very well could. I would still ask the doctor to check you out. I mean, you can find a lot out from a simple blood test, right? Gokudo wants to hug the new Nova pilot and call her mommy. Which one's Nova? The one that looks like the anime character, right? It's different. That's definitely different. Kind of a neat pilot. I wasn't expecting to see something like that, but I think Nova's supposed to be a hologram. So I don't think you could hug it if you wanted to, unfortunately. You would just like go right through it. Alright, so Yin, you just got to build a bunch of tanks, right? I mean, start building some stuff in the workshop. Build yourself a Fenrir, build yourself an Invader, build yourself a Phantom, build yourself a Skyros, build yourself a... Let me look in there. Start building some of those robots, right? That's the best thing you can do, is start building stuff if you can't, unless you want to spend money and buy it. But let me go look in the workshop. Those are some of the best ones I can think of that you can get in the workshop for Beacon Games right there. Why is it such a chore to get into the workshop where you build stuff? You gotta click like 15 buttons to get in there is what it feels like. Alright, so what else is good for Beacon Games? Alright, so Skyros is really good for beacons right now. Revenant. Ravana, if you're good with it, I wouldn't say that's the best for getting or holding beacons, but it can be good in Beacon Games. I think Phantom is very good for Beacon Games. Fenrir is very good. Loki can be very, very good if played right for Beacon Games. Falcon, but if you do a traditionalist Falcon, it's really boring, but it's hard to kill, so it could work. It wouldn't be my top choice. Invader can do very good for Beacon Games. Those are the main ones I would really look at for taking and then holding the beacons, right? Those are all really hard to kill, and you can build all of those in the workshop. I mean, if you're trying to buy something with gold or, you know, just buy it with game cash, there's not a whole lot of great choices. Most all of that's going to be like disposable robots, I think. Dion says, all shield bots are dead now. I don't know. I wouldn't say that. Dark Matter says he's questioning why Pixonic added Novalite because everybody's down bad for her. Yeah, this is... Oh, man, the YouTube thing just refreshed. I think my YouTube chat's not working correctly today. Dark wants to ban Novalite. It's yeah, I think it's like, I think I'm not seeing some of the comments, then all of a sudden it like moves and there's all these new comments, so I might be having YouTube chat problems today. He says yours hits like the flu but can last for weeks. Yeah, that sucks. All right. Says, I can help you out with the autoimmune disease. If you take a holistic approach, it's much easier. I don't know. I mean, you'd have to find a way to make your immune system stop attacking your body, but I don't know. I don't know of anything that will do that personally. Yin, all right. Skyros is great. I mean, it's kind of a boring robot to play, and most of the time you're probably going to stay in the ball, but it can sit on a beacon for a long time, right? It's not great for fighting, but it's really good for setting on a beacon. Fenrir and Invader are pretty good. Revenant's pretty good, right? Those are all really good beacon robots. And Phantom's fun for a fast little fighter that can get to a beacon quickly. Loki is one of those beacon robots that are good if you play it right, but any of those would be excellent for a new player to build for beacon games. Dark, I can't get on the test server. It won't work for me right now, so I haven't got to try any of the new stuff. Dion, yeah, Doctor, you're right. They only give band-aids. They don't fix anything. Doctors are lousy, in my opinion. Eiffel Weapons or Fafnir? Wait, what did they do to the Fafnir? They didn't change him, did they? Or you mean like back in the day? Fafnir was awesome back in the day. I mean, it was one of the best robots ever, and now it's pretty just kind of okay. Yin, you're welcome, buddy. Those are all great. I mean, even if you built like 3 Fenrirs, that's not a bad idea. Is Raven good for Beacon Rush? Raven's pretty hard to keep alive. It's a little bit squishy. There was a time when Raven was great, but the last couple of times I put the Raven in my hanger, for some reason there's a lot of people who can see through stealth, and every time I jump and I go into stealth, they're killing it through the stealth. So I think there's too many people running anti-stealth right now to play the Raven. Now, like a year ago, I would have said, yes, build a Raven, but right now it's not working out. That's one thing about some of the older robots, is depending on what's meta and what people are running, like maybe in 6 months or 8 months from now, people won't be running all that, and maybe the Raven will be good again, but right now, it's not working out. But yeah, the other problem is, they don't know exactly which autoimmune disease I have, because a lot of them they can't really diagnose. All they can do is kind of take a guess by the symptoms, but... So I don't think it's probably not easy to treat that kind of stuff. It would probably be easier to know what to do if you knew... I mean, they think I have stiff person syndrome, but they're not 100% sure. Supposedly there's no treatment for that at all, except for I need to try this. I was reading something about taking a vitamin called GABA. I haven't tried this yet, but I think they said people who have the stiff person syndrome are often deficient in GABA. So I was thinking about finding some GABA to take and see if that helped, but I don't know why I keep forgetting, like, now that you mention it, I need to make a note to try and buy some GABA. See if that works. Oh yeah, they nerfed the Fafnir, got a huge hit. I actually don't think the Titan bendy bullets are working properly. I think they're bugged right now. Monroe, what's up? He says Screamer Howler should not bypass defense systems. I'll tell you what, they need to nerf that weapon ASAP, because there's nothing in the game that's even close to the amount of damage that's doing. It's redonkulous. Those are doing way too much damage. They're way too overpowered. I mean, If I put 4 of those on like a bag layer, it one-shots everything. I don't care what it is, it's done. It's crazy. Is Warbots going to die? Don't know, my friend. I mean, I don't think any game is going to last forever, so I would assume someday it will probably be dead, but I don't think it's going to be dying anytime soon. I do kind of have a bad feeling that if the module rework happens, though, we're going to lose a lot of people, but this game still has a lot of new players coming in and stuff like that as well, so I mean, I guess it just depends on how many new players come in and all that, but all I can do is really take guesses on that type of stuff. I have no idea. Dark says, I think the Luchador, Ultimate Squall, and Veyron or Mahavajra would be a good build. I don't really like the Mahavajras personally. I mean, some people love them, but I can't really get into those. Oh, Yin, you got 4 Fenrirs. Nice. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, like I said, I actually played the other day with 5 Fenrirs in a hangar, and it wasn't as boring as I thought it would be. I wasn't bored playing them, and they did great. It's not something I would take into free-for-all because the Fenrir is a little bit too slow for free-for-all, but for all the other game modes, he does awesome. Robert, yeah, the Revenant's actually really good right now. I'm probably gonna do. I've been having requests for testing out the punchers and shredders, so I think I'm gonna put those on a Revenant and make a video. That way we can test out 2 things at once: the Revenant for its durability, and then the weapons to see how good they're doing. Now, last time I played those weapons, they were feeling pretty weak, but I don't expect them to do well. But yeah, I think we're gonna do that tomorrow. I'm gonna be releasing a crazy Mender build, which is insane, and then after that we're going to be trying that Revenant build. Smileys, what's up, my man? How you doing today? Awesome to see ya. But no, I mean, everything does get nerfed. That's the thing. Like, I think there have been 1 or 2 items that did not get nerfed, but nobody liked them. Like, sometimes they bring out something new and not everybody wants to play it. So there are some items that came out that were kind of a flop that probably didn't get nerfed. But most items will get rebalanced at some point. At least sometimes they will buff something back up, but you can't really expect to get something and not yeah, please don't Gokudo, please don't spam the same thing over and over, my friend. Now I forget what I was saying. With that module, I don't know what that module is. You get 1.4 million hit points on a Maulard by just modules in the test server. That module, that could be anything, I guess. Alright, so Morgan just used the Prismas on the bag layer. Cool, cool. Deanne says, why haven't I posted a Screamer giveaway video? Alright, so whatever that giveaway was on Monday's video, you can enter on that for whatever this week's small giveaway is. Or Sunday's video, the one where I did the weapons shootout, I'll be picking this week's small giveaway off of that. They posted the giveaway late again, so... Smileys is running Devastator Behemoth. You know, that would be hard to play, I think, but if you can make those 4 Devastators hit, that's pretty nasty. That's really nasty. Yeah, Dark, I hope they leave it like that. I mean, the scary part is they could always decide to hit those things on the next round of balance changes, but we hope they leave them as they are. Robert's at work. Hopefully it's a good day at work, my friend. Can I show you the robots I said? I mean, hold on. All right. There's got to be an easier way to get in there. All right, so there's your Skyros, right? Skyros is great for holding on to beacons. You got your Revenant right there. There's your Revenant. That's a very good robot right now. You got your Phantom. There's your Phantom. And your Fenrir right there. Those are 2 great robots. Next, you got your Loki. I mean, that's strictly a stealth beacon runner. That can be hit and miss. I mean, that's not like my top choice, but it's a good beacon robot in the right situation. There's your Invader. The Invader's pretty good. Those are the main ones I would say are really good for hanging on to beacons. So those are my top, like, getting and holding beacon robots. And most of those are pretty good at fighting as well. I mean, there's a lot of other good ones in here, but if you're just trying to grab beacons and hold beacons, those are some of your best bets, actually. Smiley says, I feel like most of the veteran players are going to leave the game if the module rework goes through. It's kind of sounding that way. Like, the amount of people I have spoken to that claim they're leaving if that happens is crazy. Like, a lot of people are planning on leaving the game. What weapons and modules? Alright, so Yin, there's probably going to be a module rework coming, so that's something you got to think about before purchasing any modules. Basically, they're going to be deleting all the modules from the game and replacing it with like a module tree that's attached to each robot, so you got to make sure you're okay with, you know, losing modules, but generally Repair Amp, Nuke Amp, and Immune Amp, one of each is pretty much a good setup for any robot. Or you could always do like 2 repairs, or you could always go with 2 immunes, but one of each is always a good bet to start off with. When it comes to weapons, that's really going to be personal preference. Any weapon with a quick reload time that does nice damage. But weapons will come down to personal preference, I think, and the game mode you're playing. And it really depends on the robot. Like, certain robots seem to like certain weapons better than others. But that's, I mean, trying to show somebody how to build an entire hangar. There's a lot of variables. There's a lot of choices. So that's like a hard... That's like an hours-long conversation right there if you're trying to build an entire hangar at once when it comes to which robots go and what weapons and all that. So that's a lot to get into. But generally, I would say right now one of the best weapons you're going to get out of the workshop are those blast shotguns for up close. Redeemers are a great heavy weapon. Glacier, like the Glacier Rhymes Cryos, those things are awesome right now. Generally, you're just looking for things that hit really hard with a fast reload time for those type. Sharesh says, is the link still good? Yes, I would say yes, yes, yes. It's still a big giant pain in my butt, and they get on my nerves, so. Jamil says, all the silver I've invested in maxing on my modules. So you will get a bunch of the new currency in replace. How much? I don't know, but they will be giving you new currency for the modules you currently have upgraded and all that. Hey Phantom, good to see ya. It's going good so far. Hope you're doing good. Alright, so Goku said should you get a pilot for the bedware. Alright, a pilot is going to make, if you get a pilot and you put a couple of the right skills on it, it's going to make your robot way more durable, so it's probably worth it. I mean, personally, I won't really play a Titan unless I have a pilot on it. Because the pilot, at least in Champion League, if you're in the lower leagues, you might be able to get away without it, but once you get up into like Masters and Champion, I think whatever Titan you're playing, you definitely want to have a pilot with a bunch of durability skills. You need it. Smileys would rather see the Mauler get nerfed than the Eiffel. The Eiffel never really bothered me that much, honestly. It was a giant pain and it was overpowered, but it didn't really bother me that much. The freaking Mauler, though, God, I hate that thing. I hate that thing. It's not even fun to play. It's so boring. Dion says the Eiffel seems really weak. Yeah, they kind of killed it off, unfortunately. They kind of killed it off. Dark says the modular work is terrible on the test server because it's restricting a bunch of stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be it doesn't seem like it's really gonna be a, I don't see how it's gonna help anything in any way, honestly. I don't really see it as being like the drone rework. I kind of get why they did it in a lot of ways. The drone rework did balance the game out a little bit. Like, I wish everybody would have got more currency, but the drone rework did improve the gameplay some. It balanced things. People weren't able to get those crazy overpowered drones, and it kind of evened the battlefield a little bit on the drones. So it made sense to me as to why they did that, but this module rework, I don't see how this would be like helpful for the gameplay whatsoever. I don't really see the module rework as being a good thing personally. Grady White, what's up, my man? We got Grady White in the house. But there's really nothing wrong with the current modules or the way they're set up. Like the modules, in my opinion, are pretty well balanced. They seem fine the way they are. I mean, I don't know what the game is going to be like after the rework. Maybe I'll think differently about it, but personally, I mean, I've got every single robot in the game. The main thing I really think about is I have one of each robot, and almost all of them are maxed out, but more than likely, let's just say if I want to make a video about, let's just say, the leech. That means I'm going to have to get the leech out, buy enough currency to max out the module on the leech, just so I can make a video with it, right? Or it's probably not going to be that playable. It's going to be rough for people who have a lot of robots. So more than likely, I'll be making videos on the Battlerec account and not my personal account anymore after the module rework. We'll see what happens. But I keep thinking about a lot of the content creators who don't have Battlerec accounts. That's going to be really hard for them to continue making content. I really hope Pixonic doesn't go through with the module rework, to tell you the truth. Alright, Goku, I don't know anything about the vodka, my man. I didn't reply to the comment because I don't have anything to say to that. I see you spamming it, but, you know, I don't have a reply to that particular comment. Jamil is waiting for an Aravanapo Titan pilot for Indra. You know, I'm surprised they haven't made that, honestly. Indra would probably be too darn powerful, though. I wouldn't want to see that pilot for the Indra. Indra's already really good and super annoying. If somebody plays the Indra right, I don't think they need the third ability charge, but it would be unstoppable if it had the third charge, I bet. I wouldn't want to play against it if it did. What's up, Mech? He says Condor and the new weapons need to be nerfed soon. I wouldn't be surprised if they turn them down. Personally, I don't mind the Condor itself, but it's the amount of damage that thing can do. The new weapons hit way too hard. And its ability hits way too hard. For something that's that hard to kill in the air, that's a bit overpowered. Dark says he doesn't have a lot of robots, but it has a lot of tier 4 modules. Midnight, I don't know, buddy. I don't know if the rework is going to happen or not. The only thing is, like, everybody's unhappy about it. Like, everybody. Nobody likes the idea. There's a small chance they could take that into consideration, but we don't know. What language do I speak? Just English. Smiley says the modules are the best thing about the game. Yeah, I mean, it was nice to be able to invest in some modules and move them from robot to robot as needed. But yeah, I mean, now you're going to have a module basically attached to each robot. I don't know. Can you show me your main account on DC? I don't know what DC is, but... Oh, is that Discord? I mean, if you're on Discord, you can always post a photo of your hanger, if you want, on the Discord. Now, Pixonic has canceled a few things. Like, it hasn't happened often, but there have been a few things that they realized everybody was so unhappy about it, they didn't go through with it. So it's a possibility that they could decide not to do it, but more than likely, you know, I mean, I would say there's about a 90% chance it's going to happen. We'll see what happens, though. I would say more like an 80%. There's an 80% chance it's going to happen. But there is a chance that they might decide not to. Jamil says they nerfed the Condor's airtime. It's as good as dead. That's the only thing that makes it hard for me to kill. Yeah, he does stay in the air for a really long time, that's for sure. Yeah, Condor is just, they are in the air for a long time. plus those weapons do so much damage. It's crazy. It's crazy. Alright, Jamil says the worst meta was the Hawk. Dude, I hated the Hawk. The Hawk was probably my least favorite robot of all time to have to deal with. I just remember screaming, I hate Hawk. It was the most frustrating thing to deal with ever. I hated that piece of crap sandwich with a passion. There's only been a couple of robots, like the Ochi-Kochi drove me crazy. The Hawk drove me crazy. Back when the Leech first came out, it was horrible to deal with. Like the Leech meta was horrible, the Ochi-Kochi was horrible, and the Hawk was horrible. Condor is pretty bad, but so far I don't dislike it as much as I dislike those other ones. Oh, the other one that really pissed me off was the Angler. Angler was awful to deal with as well. That thing, the second would blind you, you would be unblinded, and 3 seconds later it was back in stealth again. You had 2 to 3 seconds to shoot at it in between abilities. That was awful. I hated it with a passion. But yeah, it was not fun. Yeah, I see a couple of you guys dislike it as well. It's not bad now. It's still a really good robot at the moment, but it's not horrible like it used to be. Max says a Condor completely melted my Mark III 500 hit point Raptor. Yeah, it'll melt that. The only thing that can't melt is a Mauler. I can't melt a Mauler with it, but I can melt everything else, basically. Smiley says, yeah, we killed off the Executioner module. Yeah, that's one thing. Nobody wanted that module, and Pixon decided not to do it, so... All right, there went the thing with the YouTube chat again. I don't know what it's doing. It keeps like it's not running like normal today. I think the YouTube chat's malfunctioning. I don't know if you guys are getting it or if it's just me, but yeah. All right, I'll check out your thing on Discord a little later. So we only got a couple more minutes left on the live stream, guys and gals. So if you got any last minute questions, you might want to get those in there. How long is this video? Where is the thing at? I've lost it. I've lost it. Oh, this was only a 30-minute video. No, 1 hour and 30 minutes. Okay. That's an hour and 30 minutes on this video. I'm looking at the prepaid game footage I downloaded just to see how long it was. Hey, Guru, what's up, buddy? Thanks for coming out, my friend. Yeah, I mean, on Monday's Sunday's video, there is a small giveaway I'm doing off of that. It was I guess it's the medium. I don't know, it's one of the new weapons. There was like 5 or 7 of those to give out, so the weapon comparison video, get your player ID and platform on there if you want to get entered into that weapon giveaway. Yeah, and I'll check it out in a bit, buddy. Thank you. Suan, I don't know, buddy. Does anybody know how many keys it takes to get a super chest right now? Grady says, no doubt the rework will happen and no doubt a lot of players will quit. I do think they'll lose a lot of people if they do that. What is... Oh, Doomsday Luchador. Dion, I thought you said a Doomsday Lunch. I'm like, what the heck is a Doomsday Lunch? I don't think I would want to eat that. Ah, man. The Luchador. He says, my Doomsday Luchador could tank Prime Newton all day. Newton was just really annoying. Newton wasn't really like a strong robot, but being picked up in the air over and over and over used to make me want to punch the computer screen sometimes. It drove me nuts. It drove me nuts. I'm going to tell you what. Grady says, come join Danny's clan. Grady, how many people we need? It looks like we might need a couple of people in the RH clan, guys. Midnight says you need between 5,000 and 6,000 if you have the 200% bonus event going on. So I wonder how many you need without it. I meant to ask somebody and I totally forgot. I should be able to get the answer to that, but I need to remember to ask the person who would know. Can I make a best robots guide? Yeah, I need to get something like that out again. I mean, there's probably like, what, 120 robots in the game or something like that, so... Guru says between 8 and 9K. Midnight says 10,000. Now, are you sure they haven't raised it? My understanding was the price went up. I know it used to be around 6,000, then went up to 10,000, but I hear it's higher than 10,000 again, but I could be wrong. What's my thoughts on the faction race? It's giving people free stuff, so I can't complain about it. I mean, the good news is it might be teaching people to focus on getting beacons. Hopefully that shows people, hey, we need to get beacons, right? So any type of event that's trying to make people get beacons is a good thing in my opinion, because there's way too many people who drop into beacon games, they never get a beacon. They don't even try or care. I don't think they know how to play those game modes. Yeah, I do need to make another Titan guide as well, so... But yeah, Heimdall is actually going to be on the list of good Titans now. Do I play CSR? Yeah, I got a YouTube channel for that as well. Yeah, Heimdall, man, he really made a comeback. I'm having a lot of fun with that robot. I was expecting it to be better, but I wasn't really expecting it to be as good as it currently is. Can you sub to it? Yeah, if you want to. Hillbilly loves the beacon games. Me too. Oh, it's just Danny Lightning CSR. I mean, if you go to YouTube and type in Danny Lightning, it should just come up. It'll come up before my War Robots channel, because that channel is probably doing better than this channel does. So, how is Ao Ming? Suan, I don't think it's very good, my friend. It's very squishy. It dies very easily, so it's not something I would recommend. Even the Ultimate Ao Ming dies too easily, in my opinion. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of the Ao Mings. I don't recommend them. Why do some War Robots channels not announce the winners after the giveaways? I don't know. I couldn't tell you on that one. You'd probably have to ask that person and be like, hey, why don't you announce the winners? It seems like announcing the winners is something they should do, but yeah, I don't know. Are those even genuine? All right, so if you go to... hold on a second. Let me see if I can find a link really quick. There may be a few channels that aren't on this list, but hold on a second. I'll give you a link that shows you a list of channels that are approved to do in-game giveaways. I just got to find it really quick. YouTube Studio. Let's go over here. Let's go over here. And let me find the link really quick. Copy. Now, more channels get added to this because as new channels become part of the creators program and get approved for giveaways, there may be some channels that haven't made it onto this list yet, but this list will give you a good idea of which channels are actually approved to do giveaways, or at least the majority of them. So if it's not on this list, there is a chance that it's legit, but the ones that are on the list are 100% legit. Daniel, yeah, man, CSR is a lot of fun, actually. Yeah, if you want to look at my channel, that would be sweet. It's a cool game. I mean, I don't spend as much time playing that as I spend playing this, but I mean, CSR, I usually get on for 10 or 15 minutes in the morning. You know, a little later on the day, I get on for, 10, 15, 20 minutes. 3-4 times a day, I do little short sessions on that game throughout the day. And it keeps it fun, right? Which mothership is good? I just made a video recently on the motherships. You might want to go check that out because I think almost all of them are good except for like the first couple. Like the Dreadnought sucks. Almost all of them are good. I mean, the best ones are definitely going to be the Beholder. If you're looking for a really good attack mothership, the Beholder is going to be the best. The Avalon is going to be the best, like, offense mothership, but almost all of them are good in their own way. But in my opinion, the absolute best mothership right now for keeping your robots alive is the Avalon. That does a lot for you. It's a really good ship. But a lot of the older ones are still really good, except for the first couple. Like the pretty much anything from the Orion or newer is good. Anything older than the Orion, I wouldn't go for it, but of course, the last couple that came out are going to be the best. Each one got a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better as it went. So if you can. All right, the person with the name I can't read there says, thank you, Danny, always engaging. Glad you enjoy it. I can't tell what your name is there. It looks like a little like fish symbol or something, but I appreciate you coming out. Thank you. Crap, we need 10 players, Grady? All right. You know what? I'll make a text post or something. Is anybody in here? Are there any Champion League players here wanting to join the RH clan? We need 10 players. If you are, post your player ID and we'll have Grady check them out. If not, I'll make a text post. We'll see if we can get some players in. So Grady, what are you looking for? Like, you probably want people with like all meta hangers, right? Daniel Sykes played the original CSR. You know, I really didn't like the original, but I do like the second one. The Frozen Scorn is not a bad ship, Ian. It's not bad whatsoever. I mean, it's not as good as one of the new ones, but it's pretty darn good. It's a pretty decent ship. I would say just use that until you get something better. It's fine. Yeah, Orion's a nice ship. Paladin's nice. Roulette's nice. I don't like the Paladin, but everybody else does, so. Everybody loves the Paladin but me. Like, it's still not bad, though. I mean, those are all nice. Yeah, if you want to join, post your in-game player ID in the comments, and we'll have Grady check out your hangar. And if he likes it, maybe he'll invite you to join. Jamil likes the Roulette. The Roulette's a nice ship. I don't know if anybody's going to post their ID or not, Grady. If not, I'll make a text post and we'll get some people. Yeah, I didn't know we need 10 players. That's a lot. Yeah, RH is my clan. So Grady's looking for very active players. We do want people that play daily for the most part. We do want people with a hangar that can compete in Champion League. And he says maxed out drones. All right, we got one player ID. So Grady usually does our recruiting and all that. So he'll check out your hangar there, and he might send you an invite if he likes it. How to get Condor. You got to buy the data pads that it's in. If you look through the data pads, if you click the little information button next to each data pad, you can see what's inside there. But I think there's two different types of data pads that currently have a Condor. One has the regular Condor, which is the orange one, and I think the other data pad has the purple special edition Condor. So you just got to buy the data pad that contains the Condor and open those. Should you leave your clan? I don't know. I guess you need to find out if Grady likes it first. So Grady, I guess check out his thing and let him know if he can get in or not. Cause yeah, I would say wait till you hear from Grady before you do. Make sure he wants to accept you first. I'm guessing he's probably looking at it right now. I haven't left her, like, I don't really know if I don't know if you can join a clan or get invites while you're still in a clan on this game. I'm not 100% sure. Midnight would not pay $14.99 for a chance at a Condor. Yeah, that's a lot, actually. Most people I know spent somewhere between $100 and $200, and a lot of them got 2 Condors out of that, but yeah, I'll check the Discord when I get a chance. Usually I pop on there like once or twice a day when I get time to do it. I mean, I often put in over 100 hours per week between everything I do here. I don't have no time myself. I'm always busy. So I'll check it out next time I get a chance to pop on there. Like, as soon as this stream ends, it's back to work doing other stuff for the YouTube channels and all that. Running 3 YouTube channels is super duper time consuming. All right, I don't know if Grady's still here or not. You guys can always join the RH Discord and talk to him over there if he doesn't get back to you. Let me see if I can find a link to it really quick. Oh, crap. Yeah, if he doesn't reply back, he may have already left. I don't know. If he doesn't reply back, let me give you guys a link to the Discord. If anybody wants to join. Let me figure out how to get a link to the... Oh, Grady's here. I know I've got it on this thing here. But yeah, I mean... Where's it at? RH Discord. I know it's in my... Robots. It wasn't here. Where'd it go? Did it disappear? Huh. I had it in my... It's gone. Grady says not quite ready. Grady's very picky about the hangers, I think. Man, that's bothering me. It disappeared from my description. Facebook, test server. That's my Discord, but where'd the other one go? I'll have to find it and put it back in there. Oh well. Alright everybody, well, I think that's going to be it for the day. Grady, I'll make a text post or something if you want. I'll talk to you about it later tonight when I pop on the play, so. We'll probably be able to fill it up, but yeah, we'll talk to you about that, how you want to go about it, because a lot of people will see that if I post it. I don't know if you want me to post our Discord server on that or not. That's the main thing I guess I want, because you'll probably see several thousand or a few thousand people see it. I don't know if you want all those people joining or what, so we'll figure out how to do it a little later when I pop on. All right, everybody. Catch you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for coming out to my live stream. I appreciate you guys. Tomorrow's video is going to be pretty good. I mean, I know it's not going to be a build that everybody can get easily, but if you can get the stuff for the Mender build tomorrow, it's crazy, 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 crazy good. Like, I'm amazed at how good this thing is performing, honestly. It's almost too good to be real. It's for a Mender to be doing this good, so. All right, everyone. Catch you guys later. Thanks for coming out, and we will catch you next time. You guys and gals are awesome. Lightning out.